And welcome back to our NCAA football win total series. We are moving on in the Big Ten. Two schools left. First one is Washington. And Washington's really been a solid program. Steve Sarkisian took over in 2009, then went to bowl games in 10, 11, 12, and 13. Marquez Tuiasosopo coached the bowl game that year. Chris Peterson took over bowl games every year from 14 to 19. Jimmy Lake takes over 3-1 in 2020. He's 4-5 in 2021, and then he's gone. Bob Gregory goes 0-3. Kalen DeBoer shows up 11-2, including an Alamo Bowl win, which brings us to last year. And last year was awesome. Boise State, Tulsa, at Michigan State, Cal, at Arizona, all to start the year, all wins. They beat Oregon by 3, then Arizona State, at Stanford, at USC, Utah, at Oregon State, Washington State, November 26th or 5th by 3 points. 3 points again over Oregon in the Pac-12 championship game. They play Texas in the Sugar Bowl in the semifinals, 37-31 win. Then they go play Michigan in the national title game, 13-34 loss. It ends up being a 14-1 season for Kalen DeBoer and company, and Kalen DeBoer is off to Alabama. So in comes Jedd Fisch. Jedd Fisch coming in from Arizona, did a great job there. 10 wins last year, and now looks to improve and continue things at Washington. First thing, the quarterback situation. Will Rogers comes in. Michael Penix is gone. Penix bombs away. I mean, he can throw the great deep ball, tons of big passes. Will Rogers is not that. Short to medium pass range. He's not going to run a lot, but he is a high completion guy. Problem is, there's no one to throw to. Rome Odunze's gone. Jalen Polk's gone. Jalen McMillion's gone. Tight end Jack Westover's gone. Jeremy Bernard, the only guy that's not in the NFL right now, is in Alabama. So Denzel Boston and Giles Jennings are going to be the main guys. They also bring in Jeremiah Hunter from Cal, 144 catches, 13 scores over the last 3 years. Dylan Johnson's gone. They bring in Jonah Coleman from Arizona to be the main running back. He was pretty good last year, 871 yards and 5 scores. Offensive line, there's some pretty big losses on the offensive line, but it's not a complete change. They do bring back some guys. That should probably be the best part of their offense. And Washington's defense is going to be run by a man named Steven Belichick. Yes, you might know the name, Bill Belichick. Yeah, it's his son. Carson Bruner is going to be the main guy, third on the team in tackles at the middle linebacker spot, 86 stops. He's going to be the main focus of this defense. They do have Ephias Pryskak from Arizona. He's a good tackler in the secondary. Jordan Shaw comes in the from Indiana as well. Really, the defensive line's a complete turnover. I really like Montana State's Sebastian Valdez, though, and Arizona's Russell Davis overall. The pass rush wasn't huge last year. It's got to be better this year, though, especially with different corners that don't have the ability to basically hold as long. When we look at the Washington schedule, though, there are definitely some winnable games early, and it starts August 31st against Weber State. That's a win. September 7th, Eastern Michigan at home. I think that's a win. And then September 14th, the Apple Cup this year. That's Washington State. I lean win in that one. September 21st, they get their first ever Big Ten game. That's Northwestern. I lean win in that game. September 28th, they're at Rutgers. I lean win. October 5th, they're at Michigan. That's going to be a loss. And then October 12th at Iowa. I lean loss in that one. Their first bye of the season comes October 19th. Then October 26th, they're at Indiana. I think they get that one. November 2nd, USC at home. I think that's a loss. November 9th, at Penn State. That's definitely a loss. November 16th, UCLA. They're better than. I think that's a win. Then they have a bye. And then November 30th, at Oregon. I think that's a loss. Overall, I'm not a big fan of this Washington squad this year. but they have enough talent and an easy enough schedule. The over-under set at 6.5. I think this is a 7-win team. We're going to take the over. We're taking the over 6.5 at plus 110. Right now, sitting there at FanDuel, and that's going to be our pick. If you like this content, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button, share with your friends, and we'll be back next time with Wisconsin, our final team.